You know, some of you you're like a story we tell down in the South about an old colored boy who wanted to be a Presbyterian minister. And he came up before the presbytery and they said, "Do you believe the Bible?" He said, "I believe the Bible from generation to resolution." And they said, "Well, what's your favorite story in the Bible?" He said, "My favorite story in the Bible is that story that they're Good Samaritan." And they said, "Well, would you mind telling us that story so that we know that you know that story?" And he said, "Of course, I wouldn't mind telling you." So he began, he said, "There was a certain man who went down from Jerusalem to Jericho and fell amongst the thorns. And the dun sprung up and choked him 1,000-fold. And along come Jehu riding in a chariot and pick him up, and as they passed under a Jupiter tree, he done caught his hair in the branches thereof. And along come Delilah with a pair of shears and clip him down. He fell upon the stony ground. He looked up over his head, he see the cloud up there about the size of a mustard seed that rained 40 days and 40 nights. So they brought him into a cave where the raven brought him quail in the morning, man in the afternoon. When he come out, there was a river so great that no man could cross it. So he passed by on the other side. As he come down to Jerusalem, he see the old Jezebel sitting up in the sycamore tree and said, "Some of you birds up there chunk that old gal down." So they pick her up and they chunk her down. He said, "Pick her up and chunk her down again." So they pick her up and they chunk her down to 70 times 7. And the fragments what remained was 12 baskets full, including men, women, and children. And the question I want to ask you, gentlemen of the Presbytery, is this: whose wife is she going to be in the day of judgment?